Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. I know the report is late, but talking about those energies here for it. Um, it's that time. I spoke about this before that your emotions, your intuitions, it begins to triggers, but it not only triggers things. She is also firing things during her circle around. And with that circle around that she does for 28 days, the moon is going to be joining Pluto, but that is going to be the ignition of Pluto shifting and sitting in the sky and getting ready for retrograde. This is going to be a time for your evaluations, you evaluating your current progress within the new. Um, Kind of like interesting energies because some of you is gonna realizing the shift that happened yesterday and beginning today. You can't keep dragging the old things within the new life since you cross something, you cross patterns, you cross new things, and there a lot of evaluations it's coming because of Mars who wants to have this new cycle. He's been waiting for it. You to acting on the things of the new life, you to getting in there. That is gonna come in because the moon and Pluto there is sextiling Mars. It's helping and supporting that. But all that is that the moon and Pluto is gonna be squaring Venus. That can trigger some of the things inside of you, like there is no love, there is lack of love, nobody loved me, there is not this. But you need to understanding that this is gonna be evaluations for you. That, as the Jim Carrey said there, I wish to everyone to become rich to find that that's not the answer for life. And looking at of this, you may find out these patterns in there, which is they were passing through the generations. Is like be rich, be famous, be this, be that, have so much money, have a lot of money, and so on and so on and so on. While right now it is about you to be rich with human values inside of you as a soul. In a sense, this new energies that it's coming in here with Pluto. Pluto's gonna ask you what did you did last year. Did you accept the things from the last year? Did it get in and all this for it? And this energy is gonna comes in, is gonna trigger, it's gonna be presented itself, and you may feeling this energies that it's coming towards it. That is going to happen. It's since the moon is going to be comes in. She's going to travel to Aquarius. Then she's going to be joining in 2 days. She's going to be joining Pisces and Saturn in there. But by May 4th, May the 4th be with you. 4th, if you're a Star Wars fan, that is going to be when she's going to be joining. Who is going to be joining Mars? But during that positions, as all this is moving, there is going to be this beautiful yacht made it into what? To the south node, to your past, to what you did within you as a relationship with you, that you did the things inside of you. So, with that being said, guys, I'm just gonna give you the chart up here so you can see what I'm saying. You see, is this gonna be at that energy is gonna be at 11 o'clock for it, and I give you the end of the day first. The reason I do that is what you're going to be giving to your authority of the soul within yourself on the earth. That is your experience. Having a rough time with the material life, it is about your understanding. It's not only about the material life, but it's about the expressions of the soul in the material life. As you have a soul within your body, you do experiencing that love from soul perspective, into your internal personality as living within actions. Because if you're a soul, you don't have in this intervention in the material world. You only have within the energy, you only have this. But when you have this experience within a soul within your body, now you are living soul. And don't take this for granted. And some of you have to go ahead in there and see that revaluations that it's gonna comes in down here, down below. I'm talking about this is gonna be the moon and Pluto, who's also squaring in that. That it tells you need to look someplace else. You need to dig someplace else, which is you. So I'm gonna give you back, through early of the day. For it, you're gonna see that we're gonna have a good, great time. As you see it here at 10 o'clock, that energy is gonna come in a little bit stronger on the one end, but it's gonna come in a little bit better to synchronize. And what is it? The synchronizations, it's gonna comes in at 7 o'clock in the morning. The moon, it's gonna be at Capricorn. Finish the work. But how you finishing the work? You're completing everything. You getting it everything. You uh, put yourselves out there. Okay, job's complete, really. But take a look at it when a job is complete. What could have done it better? What could have making it better? How can you make it faster? How can you make it to improve that within yourself? And is that energy is going to be coming in. It's going to trigger us, the positive side. That for those of you that did this shadow work within themselves, it is about this growth, this sudden changes. That right now you're ready for your new cycle. You're ready to do this new project, this new thing, this new identity of yours, because some of you changed the identity of, you're not identified anymore as the old. Now we have this new. But as you get in it into the new energies in there, you need to take time of the reflecting of the new. Because right now you're living in that new Aquarius energies, this new field there. And with that being said, for it, there is a great support. But the great support is going to be telling you that here, this is the issues, this is the problem, this is the intensity in there. And one of the issues that it's going to be, it is about your understanding about love and money. As a Venus is going to be at home currently, because this is her second home, we're talking about Taurus, we're talking about money, talking about the material things. That old pattern that when somebody gives you gifts, somebody gives you money, somebody does that, and so on. How did you took it? Did you took it as a support, or you took it that this person has to do this? They have to indulge you. They have to be this provider, isn't there? And this is going to be deep for some people. For it, just so you know, whatever happens in Taurus, it's affecting Leo, it is affecting Scorpio, and is affecting Aquarius. So we have this Aquarius squaring in Taurus. Then the new energy is telling you, don't drag this all understandings about love with this. And there, and some of the people is going to be reflecting heavily on that. So with that being said, this is going to be at the 8 o'clock energies. That Saturn is going to be at Gemini. The midheaven moved from Pluto from 7 o'clock, because this guy is going to be a focus, right? So 8 o'clock, you're moving, you're getting it within this communications of healing. You maybe communicate with someone who's been healed. You may communicate something that you want to say. I healed this. I'm ready to get with this in you. I don't have these patterns within myself. I develop these actions, and now I fall in love with these actions. and I'm ready to get my new life. And this is going to come from Mars. Mars is going to say, I see my sights in there. I see my situations that is in there. And I figure that I need to change. But the only proven change is when you change first. What you're telling yourself, you change your mind, you change your behavior, and you prove it with action. And that proof with actions, it's coming from Mars. A lot of you is going to feel this energies, this new positiveness that it comes in, this maturity that you have inside of you. Maturity within the age of Aquarius. You know those. You're waiting for those energies to comes in within you. And that is going to come in with this kite. I'm talking about those blue lines as you see it. And they're pointing out of what? That it's everything that was hidden in the shadow, this old control, manipulation things that was there to rise up above that, to get this support and power of growth, to put your emotions and your power of transformations improving within actions. And this is what the moon, the Pluto, does this side right here. On this side, you have a Jupiter and Uranus, the sudden changes for the growth from the soul perspective in the material world, because that growth within the soul perspective leads to the growth into the material world, not the other way around. And all this has been hidden where? In your shadow. The hidden things that you do not know, you understand now. But since Pluto is working on these transformations, isn't there? Now your intuitions is getting into that energies. All right. So talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 10 o'clock, of course, you may going to dig into old family things, so family situations, because the moon that is at Capricorn is opposing the ascendant, but is opposing things that happen in the family affecting you. This is why whatever happens is at areas in there that is affecting Cancer, which is squaring all this. That is affecting Libra, which is opposing, and it squares Capricorn, which is right now we have this and there. And this is why it's calling for these cardinal changes. Okay, the beginning of the zodiac signs begins from Aries, and it's a cardinal sign. Your soul, move into your body, and now you're beginning to live, and you make cardinal change. And if you properly understand the astrology science the way it is that you have that soul within the body. You need to learn to be your own. You need to keep that fire within yourself as Aries energies. To do and understand the material world, you to be a friendly. Without friendliness is developing the understanding about creating a family. But that family does not have to be this controlling. As Leo is, it has to be that growth and maturity with the wisdom. That's what the lion represents. The wisdom there. Of that wisdom, you're going to be working of these energies of healing, of old patterns that are not there, to create balance in the world, which is Libra. And then, if everything is not in balance, why not? Is it you or is it with the others? And that is in Scorpio. And then you create these expressions with an art. You create this books, movies, and everything that it's there. Written books, manuals, which is Sag. And those manuals, those energies there, you perform it as a work. And now that work, when it comes in, you make revaluations, how can make it better, which is Aquarius. And then you look and go back as how satisfactions is this with your work. And some of you is going to be dealing with those energies of revaluations. What is your satisfaction as the moon is going to be moving into Pisces? All right. Talking about this, I mean, I'm kind of like tired of talking about this Leo squares, Venus and Pluto situations, when you don't get the things that you want from life, okay? You are like, I'm the king and the queen, you're supposed to serve to me. And that energy is done. That's that thing is gonna be ending for it because it creates handicapped personality. Someone who is weak, someone who is codependent, someone who is demanding. You are this, you are that. You need to help me. You're supposed to. All those old patterns in there, they are right now removed, expunged. They are kind of like withdrawn from what you knew because they prevent you to grow. Because if you don't know something, you need to learn how to do it yourself so you can value what it's been done. But if it's you're demanding from others to give you, and so on and so on, you have a comfort zone and you don't learn nothing because you don't know how to do it. And that energy is going to come from Mars. Mars is acting on this, and this is why this energy of Mars right now for it is going to be concentrated on that. I'm not serving the masters, I'm mastering myself. I am not doing anything for a people that cannot do it themselves. You're gonna see that energy. Even though that Mars is right in here at the beginning of the fire, that is also the beginning of the fire of the wisdom that empowers Leo. This is everything that begins. We're talking about that 0 degrees where Mars is coming. All right, as the day goes by and all that energy that it's coming, I'm talking about right now within 12 o'clock energies, that healing, that wisdom that it's coming from the ascendant, that it's going to be from Leo, and midheaven, that it's passing Chiron for it. All this energy is going to be telling you all I just said. Okay, you're gonna be evaluating all this. The moon, it's moving more forward towards Pluto, empowering all that energies. But as I said, be mindful about what you're feeling about love. This is the time to understanding the difference between the real love, the real support, and the value of when people giving you this love. And some people's gonna have a deep regrets. Some people's gonna be deep in the shadow, but a lot of the people gonna understand the most primary thing, the value of love. So talking about the next hour, which is gonna be at 1 o'clock, that's when the midheaven is with the sun. Very beautiful power energies with Saturn. Lessons learned within their authority. What did you got? What did you learn? You see these beautiful trines here between Lilith, the moon, and Pluto. At the same time, that ascendant that it's from Leo, it's squaring in Taurus, as I said before. And the value of money is going to be losing. You probably get this money, losing it, slip through your fingers, and so on. And you're wondering why the material world is not good. Take a look at it, your internal world within yourself, and how you value money. Okay? The money is abundance, is energy. How you doing it with that energy is all about. It's like how you invest in it. But you need to invest in within your spirituality, so your spirituality can bump up yourself with this new energy so you can rise up within this. Okay? Otherwise, it's like you focus only on the material world. Guess what happens with your spiritual world? It's not there. It's moving away. And then you have to come back and relearn this. To have this beautiful experience as a soul in the living world, which is Aquarius. It is. And this deepness in there, bringing it the new. And spoken about this, here is your 2 o'clock energies. that focus, that the energies coming in there, big time, big time. That positiveness is tells you here. Let's move in. Let's go. Let's do this and there. Let's fly. Can you fly though? What I'm talking about, can you fly, is because of the next hour. This energy that it's going to begin to square Saturn is about what you learn. Did you learn or you don't? Because some people want to fly, but they still have to learn. The best thing to learn is by doing it. And this is what Mars is coming to bring. Okay? He's coming to bring you that of that next hour. Be mindful about your dualities. Don't fight them, but understand them. Because if you're fighting them, you don't understand what's going on inside. You see these beautiful energies here? That's what that is asking you for. But if you have the confrontations because of the dualities and you make yourself these weaknesses, you still have the shadow works to do this. But when you see this duality, if you watch the yesterday's report, it is about to have those two different shoes, but walking in the same direction. Where is your directions currently? You. That is the North Node and Aries. That is where that leads you in there. But it's coming on a base of what? Where you've been in your relationships with others. That, how that goes. The path in front of you is on the base of the path that lies behind you. What kind of trails are you living in? Okay. The steps in the sand that disappeared, or the road that you made here for others that can walk after you. All right, next hour, this is going to be more focused within these energies of in the family. You're evaluating into this, and who's going to be reevaluated that? Venus. That energies that it's coming in. It's about like what happened in the family, why the family doesn't love me, why this and those, so on and so on. It's not about the family doesn't love you. It is about you loving your family. Look at it in there. And what do you know about love and situations that's coming in there? Venus, it's currently have to look at it internally within itself. Oh, you are my daughter, or you're my father, or you're my brother, or this and that, and so on. For it, which is that's what Cancer is, the immediate family in there. Okay, that's what that is. You're finding it in there. While your extended family, it's more within a Piscean energy from it. So when you look at it of this things inside of it, that is it, the evaluations between the Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. We're talking about emotions. You understanding your emotions determine the energy determine the gravity. What are you attracting and what are you getting in life? And if there was this old values in there for it, to it, actually had a great talk about this little earlier, is about that. But also, this is a what? The power you to understanding a new beginning of love, a real love, just the way it is. Okay. All right, talking about these energies, and you see it. This is gonna be this little kite in here but it's made it from Jupiter and Uranus. Sudden changes. You're realizing the changes. You're realizing what it has to be done and what it needs to be changed. But you have to facing the path. So if you learn something in the past, talking about the South Node, because that's what the ascendant is, you did not learn right. So if you have this learning from the society You have that learning from the other situations inside of you in your life. Now you're evaluating what you have learned. What was your experience? Most of you is going to be looking the bad experience. Most of you is going to be looking also the good experience. Can you look it up? The growth experience. What was your growth? And what you got in there? And what is the society looks like? Yeah, there's going to be these evaluations because right now the moon is in where? She just crossed into Aquarius. As a Mars just begin to entering Aries. And this energy is gonna comes in because there is two kites if you pay attention to this moment. The one it's pointing to the family, the other one it's pointing towards Mars, talking about these figures here. Okay, this beautiful trine between Virgo, Aquarius, and Taurus. Okay, this energy is here for it is about that. But if you pay attention, those are earth signs. In Aquarius is air sign. And that is a disconnection when the air supports the earth. All right, challenges. Yeah, you're gonna have challenges. Nobody likes to be challenged, but especially you have to, pay attention when you tell the people you have to grow, you have to mature, you need to be better, and so on and so on. You need to get this, you need to get that, you need to do it with this, and so on. Yeah, but the people don't love me. They only want me to evolve. They want me to grow. Yeah, but if you understand that love is just giving you everything in a golden platter, it's not love. You're misunderstanding that love. And it's coming in because the midheaven that it's Leo, it is squaring the authority, which is the Sun and Venus. And Venus is squaring here Pluto and the Moon right now. Because some of you thought that your mom should have to buy you this, your mom should have to buy you that, your intuitions, your mom should have done this and that, and so on and so on. Should have, would have, could have. What about you? What was your job in that case? What would you do you to your own intuition in there to create that environment? Because your mother maybe creates your environment, maybe not, maybe yes, maybe no. But looking at deeply within the environment that you are currently within there, it is about that the environment creates safety. But you have to learn what does that mean. You ever watch squirrels? I lived in the United States and there for the squirrels and talking about this. The squirrels digs these holes in the trees in there so they can create and protect the environment for the given bird. The birds makes a nest to create the environment so they can have chicks. And that safe environment, it's coming from the moon, your emotions. When your emotions feeling safe, but the only time they feel safe is within. But when you begin to demanding environment, you begin to be wounded if you didn't get that environment. What is that telling you? You need to create the environment. You need to learn. As the same way the creation happens in there, but create and recreate in the new pattern after your actions was done. And this is why this wisdom that it's coming from Pluto that is in your subconscious within the moon is gonna be a very powerful with that growth. Why? Here is we're talking about this beautiful trine right here between Jupiter, Uranus, and Pluto. And they're all connecting to your growth, to your changes within you. Deep, deep, deep. Those are the three big guys out there, that they're changing you for better. Now you need to act, and that's what Mars is gonna be asking you. As you see it, the Mars is gonna be telling you that's the only way. You know, this time when I come to your life in there, uh, in that portions of life that there is no other exit except one. Get to work. Only then you're understanding things in there. Because everything else is out. Everything. Nothing else is working. The only thing that it works is that. Get to work. But what work? Okay. The first work that you begin is changing your subconsciousness in there. To listen to it. To see it. What do you have in your subconscious patterns? They become conscious. Then that consciousness, it's coming in within you and overrides the old system. And that old system, it's coming into you and asking you for one thing. Prove it. Don't prove it to others. Prove it to yourself. And this is why Mars and Aries is don't prove it to others, but prove it to yourself. Because this is the power of self within you. And now the warrior, this internal warrior that Mars is, it's coming and helping you in your life. All right. So talking about the next hour, which is this is going to be at 9 p.m. Energies for it, a little bit more calm down as you working on the patterns that needs to be healed. You see the positions, everything. People who are Scorpio and Taurus, probably you guys have some rough times. At the same time, Aries and Libra have a rough times. People who are Leo, they have rough times of the energies there, and Aquarius. But through the oppositions, through seeing it through the opposite sides, to put yourself in the other shoes, you heal. You heal not only yourself, but you're healing from the others. And that energy is coming straight forward from Virgo into Taurus, towards the sun. It tells you, you know what? That was great evaluations. You see that some of the things they're not coming from you, they're coming from others. But you need to heal what you're demanding from others, what do you see from others, until you're learning to become what? Independent. What is the independency though? Mars in Aries. That is independence. You're trying to put Mars to be a slave or be under rule. Oh, I wish you good luck. Oh, I wish you good luck with that. Ain't not gonna happen. Confirmations, anybody? All right, so talking about it, 10 o'clock, Midheaven is gonna be with the Min Lilith, and that is those changes that it's involved, everything. Ascendant that is at Scorpio is gonna be have these great energies with the moon and Pluto. These beautiful energies from the moon and Pluto towards Mars and Neptune right there, and that energy is shifting into Jupiter and Uranus, and it goes back into that inner work. What you see is coming down to your subconsciousness in there. That is it about evaluations in your material life, because this is the second house. That energy is coming in and goes directly to the family, the fourth house, the new beginning about family, creating a new family. A lot of you are going to have these energies of new family. Well, Mars is an Aries, new family, the beginning of new life in there. Talking about babies and stuff, lately it's been crazy. A lot of people talk to me that they want to have a baby for it. And Mars, it is looking for that growth with the universe in there. It's a beautiful, beautiful energies. but that it's coming in to tell you, heal that shadow with yours. Because in the shadow, it's not only have this blah blah stuff in there that you need to work on it. Right there, that is the answers of how to be really happy. How to be really happy. Because you're withholding energy in the shadow. You're withholding your happiness in there. And the only way to do it is to be free. Free from your shadow. To express not only the bad, but your dreams. They're living there. You know, those unfulfilled dreams, they're in your shadow. And we're talking about that at 11 o'clock. There's been lately a lot going on at this 11 o'clock. This is this divine energies between Sag at Libra towards the sun that is in Taurus. This brings that values. They're the family values. This is the balance within these energies in there that Libra has within the expression in the material world. And those inner work that you are going to be seeing it in there, it's coming from the base of your experience. And this is how the wisdom is born. When a past experiences of other relationships have been written, has been recorded to be passed in the next generations to create a better world. We're talking about these expressions, this written, these poems, and this inspirations, this Sufism, Stoicism, all this is to maintain the balance. But it's been written, it's been expressed, all the religious book. And that's what that purpose is. Inside of you, to understanding, to create a better world. And now you can have a chance for that. Because Mars begins this new cycle. There, your warrior learned things there within you for better life. For you and that better life for others. All right, guys, that's what it was, the astro gravitational report. And I will be coming and seeing you tomorrow. If you guys have any concerns, talks, and anything, you can look at our website below. You can write us an email or make a comment below the video. I will be glad to have your feedback. Thank you, guys, and be love.